Hello my dear students, we have with us today Dr. Manisha Mohanty from AIIMS Bhubaneswar and a proud Damsonian student who has got rank 1 in the Neuromedicine entrance for Nimhans 2019. Congratulations, awesome result. So your story, Manisha.
So first of all, though, I'm very grateful to DAMS, and I'm feeling really happy because these 3 months have been a bit difficult after the AIIMS and PGI results. And in that time, like my parents, teachers, seniors, they have supported me a lot, and DAMS especially streamlined my preparation for Nimhans. After my pre-clinicals, paraclinicals, around 3rd and 4th year, I had decided like I have to do it in neuro. Even if not in Nimhans, I was prepared for doing medicine and then going for neuro. So it just feels nice that directly I'm going to Nimhans, and 6 years and such a reputed institute.
Great. Now, tell me, Manisha, one thing. This is totally a reverse thing where a girl picks up neurology. Okay, how did you get motivated to take neurology?
I wanted some subject in which I would enjoy reading the subject, like studying the subject. So every time, whatever they used to teach in class, I'd be reading something different. All the times I'd be reading something different. And I was sure about medicine, but neuro, I was mainly interested after reading some, actually I read a lot of books and non-fictions and all, and after reading Phantoms in the Brain and Oliver Sacks' the Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat, and some many other books also on this behaviorism. Like neuro has different aspects to it. I have read some books on evolutionary neurology and all. So after reading all those books, I wanted to pursue neurology academically. And
so probably your urge to read brought you to this nice branch program. That's great. Now, how did you take the exam? Because this is one exam which generally students do not give with the full force, because post need they are casual, or generally not too many students appear for it thinking that the seats are too less, so why should we fight for such a small place? But you fought it and got the most coveted rank. So how did you take the exam exactly?
So in my internship, I was more focused in the internship work. I was thinking ki I'll stay for 6 months and prepare, and I'll get a medicine seat or a Nimhans. Nimhans was, even if I'm not getting Nimhans, after 6 months I'll get a seat. So maybe somewhere the preparation was not that good in internship time. And my AIIMS and PGI results were not that good to get a medicine seat. I think that motivated me to give my best after that, because I remember after returning from PGI, I haven't spent a single day without studying.
Great.
Every day at least 9 hours I was studying. Some days, whenever it was difficult, still I was sitting at the book, even if it was not that productive or something.
Probably some
at least I was sitting with the book.
That's good.
Some days I was not able to study the notes or something. That time I was reading some history of neurosciences or something, because some questions were coming each year, they're putting one question from history. This year they did not put. So that motivated me. And my parents and teachers, I had lost the confidence in myself, but my teachers were always there. Teachers and seniors, they were always pushing me to work hard.
Great. Now, so this is a very important learning which probably Manisha has given to all of us is if you get an exam with a poorer score, we should rather take it positively and get that push rather than going into the negative phase thinking that yes, I'm not fit for it, I should rather go for a push. That's what
I was somewhere in that stage, I'm not fit for it. It's just because of my teachers, my parents.
Great. Now, coming to the exam proper, Now see, this is a very specialized entrance where you are having 100 questions from the routine subjects.
70 questions from the routine.
70 questions from this routine subject. Now, in the 70 questions which are coming from this routine subject, how are you taking those subjects? Which subjects are you focusing on for these 70?
What I did was, like, I had read all the 19 subjects, but seeing this year's pattern, I would recommend that if you are focusing mainly on the first year and second year subject, anat, physio, biochem, pharma, micro, patho, forensic also they did not put that many questions, and the major 4 clinical subjects like medicine, surgery, pedia and gynae, I think that would be enough. Like, we can take a chance with the other ENT, psyche, ENT, derma and ortho. We can take a chance because I didn't find any questions from there. OBG, they're putting a lot of questions, and those are also like one-liners, not clinical based, one-liners from OBG. Medicine, they're putting like from all the chapters actually, from respi, endocrinology, GI, everything. So I would recommend that they should do medicine and gynae thoroughly, along with neurology. Neurology anyways has to be strong, and the other subjects, just the basic idea will be enough.
Okay, so that means basically if a student prepares for these 10 subjects, and the rest 9 already we have a baseline knowledge, because we have already appeared for the NEET exam, which is just 2 or 3 months behind, so we can just do about it. Okay, now coming to the subject specific, okay, any specific books apart from the DAMS curriculum you read, or was the DAMS curriculum absolutely pinpoint perfect to give you that push?
Actually, I have read neurology from multiple sources. The DAMS material, DAMS notes, DAMS updates that Rahul Rajesh sir was posting, and the MCQ book. I have done all of them thrice. Then another MCQ book with some around 1,000 questions. I have repeated it twice. One online source was there. From there I have done the MCQs. And neurology, like, I would recommend Harrison is a must. In this 3 months, it's not possible to do it. I had read Harrison in my final year. In internship also, I could not do it. But Rahul Rajesh sir actually told some of the new topics which in the new edition of Harrison were there. I read those chapters and the tables and the pictures. And funny thing is, like, there was this one question in dermatomyositis, this myxovirus resistant staining. While reading it, I was thinking this might be a question, and it actually came in the exam. So, and obviously DAMS material was helpful, but I got questions from the other sources also, like which I had done wrong while solving those questions. One of that question came in the exam actually, so I was like happy ki, okay, at least it was fruitful. Yeah.
Okay. Now, exam, how many mistakes did you do?
In exam, neurology, I left 1 question and 3 mistakes.
Okay.
And in the common paper, I have done 17 mistakes.
Okay. So, if I ask you that if I am the student next who is going to prepare for this exam, where should I focus more? On the common paper or on the neurology paper? Because I'm going to give the exam post-NEET.
Yeah.
So what is your take? Like, how do you manage those 3 months?
After post-NEET, if you have revised all the topics, other topics before NEET, then I would specifically say to focus on neurology and to revise medicine and gynae more.
Okay.
Rest of the subject you can just brush through it because you have already given the exam and they will ask only basic questions from that. But neurology this time was much tougher than the previous year questions. Like, no basic question was there. Everything, like, even I didn't know like all of the answers. I thought the common paper was easier than neuro. It's just that somehow I had some instinct. I was like able to rule out the answers. Otherwise, I was also not sure about the answers.
How many questions probably like that, if I ask?
Mostly I was sure, like, I think less than 10 only I was sure of answering.
Okay. Now, how are you eliminating the options? Because see, generally students say that out of the 4 options, suppose there is A, B, C, D, how are you eliminating it? Like, as a topper, how can you tell us to...
See, you might not be knowing exactly about that topic, but you know about the other topics surrounding it. And those options, when you're reading, something will click. If you have read those topics, you have like idea about all other topics, something will click that, okay, this might not be the answer because I have read it somewhere else. So that is like the basic elimination thing that is we do it in every exam. No, like even the toppers do not know all the answers. It's basically
an
art of.
I didn't know because you are
Yeah.
not a topper, I guess. That's what you should say. Okay, great. Now, what about the other neurologic subjects? Like, because you have got a rank 2 in psychiatry and neurosurgery as well. Suppose I'm looking into a neurosurgical branch. Suppose.
Okay.
So what is my take?
Neurosurgery surprisingly was very easy this time. I mean, compared to neuromedicine, it was very easy. Neurosurgery, basic neuroanatomy questions were there, and few neurosurgery questions were there. I don't know. I mean, I did not focus much on neurosurgery. I didn't read much about neurosurgery. But from my neuroanatomy knowledge, I was able to solve the neurosurgery questions.
So that means neuroanatomy is a very important part, which I think students should be very clear with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Neuroanatomy and physiology also. Like for physiology, I would recommend Ganong.
Okay.
Like I had not read it in first year. I read it in internship, and it helps a lot. Even in NEET, AIMS, all the exams, they are putting the questions from Ganong. That concept which is coming, it's from Ganong only.
Okay. Anything more specific, like something what you would say from your heart that yes, this is what someone has to do to get this rank. Anything more?
See, you have to stay focused. That is one thing. You have like do not leave it in between. When we are starting, we start it with so much of determination. Okay, I'm going to do it. But somewhere in between, we start losing that determination. Yeah. So it's more important at that time to stay focused and that time to carry on, like doing, like even if you're not studying, it's even if it's not that much productive, just sit with the book, sit with something, like, and like at some level it's luck also. I never expected my marks were 72.75. I never expected to like get any rank because it's so easy for 4 people to score more than that. So it's just give your best and then rest.
Great. Now see, this is what is probably called a student who has achieved it but still modest enough to guide all of us probably that we should have that push. Yes.
Yeah.
And excellent, Manisha. Now I hope that in the next few years we can see you as one of the best neurologists our country has. All the best. Do well. Yes. And excellent talking to you. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.